right, welcome guys. Here we are. We're right in front of the old Hua Lamphong railway station. Now, I made a video before talking about this station and using the train to go from here to Hua Hin. But at the time, this was still supposed to be open. But since then, the government has announced this is going to be closed. So as of the 23rd of December, this building is supposed to be completely closed. Now, it's still up in the air because you never know what's going to happen. The problem is they were saying that they're going to move all the railway traffic from here over to Bang Sue Junction. But you have a few problems with the Eastern Line, that there's no direct way for the Eastern Line to go into Bang Sue Junction. So what they're going to do with that, it's hard to say. But other than that, all the Southern Rail and lines that go up to Chiang Mai, all of that, those will all be officially moved to Bang Sue Junction on the 23rd of December. So we're going to look around here, and then we're going to go over to Bang Sue, and I'll show you around that new station. So right here in front of the old Hua Lamphong Station, there's this fountain and shrine. Now, this area was bombed pretty heavily at the end of World War II, so the Japanese built little bunkers right here. So this is where the old bunker used to be. And then all of this that's now Rama 4, this area was bombed pretty heavily. Now, there used to be a canal that went down Rama 4, and that's been since filled in. Rama 4 is now a pretty main road. The only canal that's left is right on the other side of those yellow trees. There's a canal that goes right there on the side of the old station. So this is a building that's over 100 years old, and it was originally designed by a couple of Italian architects, and the old king of Thailand, he was inspired by using the trains in Europe, and he was really impressed by the Frankfurt main train station. And it's kind of strange. I've been to the Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof many times, and I never saw the similarities between this and that. But anyway, that's where the inspiration for this came from. So inside the Great Hall here, there's a few people that are using the trains today. Now, they say that there's only 22 trains leaving from here a day right now, and that will be cut to 0. So as you can see, the architecture of the building is pretty neat. It's different. Definitely different than normal Thai style. Then they have all the pictures of the old station, everything else up around. Now, I've been in here before where there's just piles and piles of people, bags strung out everywhere, and this place just absolutely jam-packed. But those days are long gone and soon to be completely empty now. Used to have internet cafes in here, all these restaurants were open. But now it's just pretty much a ghost of what it used to be. Now, what is going to happen to this building? With the zoning regulations in Thailand, it's going to take a little bit for them to be able to change the zoning from this to what they're proposing is like a museum with out behind here, making it into like a commercial development or like high-rise or condos. There's a lot of speculation about that. But probably what's going to happen is that this building will just be closed, and then it's just going to start falling apart. When there's no money, things like this happen to dry up. But this is prime real estate in Bangkok. So somebody will want to come in here and develop this. They're still throwing some fresh paint up on the inside of the station. Alright guys, so that finishes up our little look around here at the old Hua Lamphong Station. Now let's go over to Bang Sue Junction, and we'll say out with the old and in with the new. So just like that, we're over here at Bang Sue Junction. Now, Hua Lamphong is pretty small and old. Well, Bang Sue Junction is gigantic. It's 300,000 square meters, and it has 14 lines to go into it, and supposedly it can handle up to 40 trains at one time. It has the subway, the MRT that comes to it. It has the BTS line, the new red line that goes out to Dongmun Airport, and it has places for all the rail lines to come in. And it even has expansion for the high-speed rail that is proposed to be built all the way up to the Lao border and goes all the way up to China. The station itself is too big to be in one shot. And it's kind of a cool little tribute. They have on the clock, they have the tie number 9, and it was dedicated to King Rama IX. They were supposed to have had a statue built to him out in front, but that's not been completed yet. Now that's the station itself. They have underground parking. So if you come out here, you drive a car, you can park, and then they have all the rail lines right out here. Now, if you look at an existing map, there is a little tiny station that is called Bang Sue. So the building itself is pretty amazing. It costs roughly $3 billion US dollars. Yes, that's right, $3 billion US dollars to build this. It's a pretty big investment for a country like Thailand. But they have big plans for this. They want this region here, this Bang Sue area, they want it to be developed into kind of like a little mini city of itself. They have some plans for different phases of this area. They want to have shopping centers and condos, and they want it to be pretty much self-sufficient, and they want millions of people to come through this station every month. All right, so inside right now, they're using about half of the building for a vaccination site. So they have it partially cordoned off. But this is inside of the main terminal here. So it has the connection lines of the MRT, the blue line, which is the subway, and then it has the BTS, the red line, and it's got a kind of a limited route right now, but it will get you to Dongmun Airport. So if you fly into Suvarnabhumi, you got to do the airport link and then change a couple trains, and then you can eventually get over to here. So here's the route basically of the red line. So you can go from Bang Sue right here, you can go out to Dongmun Airport, and the final destination of that red line is Rangsit. So if you wanted to go to Dongmun, it's 33 baht from this junction, which is just about around $1. Yeah, the blue line, like I said, it joins in, it's down in the basement, so you can find the main terminal from it pretty easy and then find your way to the BTS. It looks like on the west side is the buses. So if you need to catch a bus to somewhere, that's the way you go. This is red line stuff here also. Some of the city from the west side of the station. So all the lines are supposed to be leaving from here as of the 23rd of December. The only exception to that is if you want to take the train to Kanchanaburi. That still leaves from across the river in Thonburi. And you can get over there and you can leave from that station, and it's like $3 or $4 or something like that to take the train from that. And that's a relatively difficult train station as far as it goes to get to. Usually it's easier just to say, you know, that you want to go to the Thonburi train station and get into a taxi cab and go over there. I mean, there's other ways. You can take Songtaos and take the boat and do all of that stuff. But if you're in a hurry, just jump in a taxi and tell them the Thonburi train station. But other than that, if you need to get to Bang Sue, it's really, really easy. The red line and the MRT come here. And also, you know, you're not too far from the green line BTS, which is over at Mochit. You could go there and then you could take a taxi or a motorcycle taxi to get over here. Now it looks like they have the long distance trains, the platform they had blocked off. I just want to go up there, but I can't get up to it. So they have all the platforms closed off just like this to go to the long distance trains. I just wanted to walk around up there and take a look at it, but I can't. So over here on the west side of the building is the bus stop. Looks like you have quite a few of them here. And then right across the little street from that is the old Bang Sue Station. So this is the old SRT station, and you can still take a train from here. And it does leave from Hua Lamphong and stops right here at Bang Sue. But very soon that's all going to be replaced. It's going to be inside the Grand Terminal. So here's the original Bang Sue junction, or the Bang Sue station. Definitely not as high-tech and modern as the new station, but it's a little bit of Thai. They have all the food vendors, everybody set up right next to the tracks. Looks like 4 tracks go through here. And the train will just stop and you just jump on and you go. And you can buy tickets from here. But this will all be replaced soon enough. So here are the lines that go into the train station. And as you can see, there's the red line, that's the BTS. And it will come right in on the 2nd level. Now the 3rd level, that's where they're gonna have the high-speed train that goes to Laos. But the train tracks don't go very far outside of the station. They just go down, I don't know, about a half mile or so, and then they just end. But you still can ride the red line all the way out. Alright guys, so that finishes up a quick little look around at the old station and the new station. So I just mainly wanted to say that for everybody that saw my other video and comment about it, about is Hua Lamphong going to be open when you get here? If you're coming next month, you're going to come here to Bang Sue Junction. Alright, so hopefully you guys liked the video. I didn't show you a whole lot, just showed you the inside of both stations and gave you a quick tour. And anyway, if you like it, make sure you click like, and if you're not subscribed to my channel now, subscribe and leave me a comment down below. If you want to know something, just ask me a question and I'll do my best to answer it. And remember guys, as always, life is a journey, so enjoy.